Want something, go get it. Period.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Week. Around 2,000 calories. High protein style, of course. Had our upper body day number 1 and I am feeling so pumped and jacked. I have been incorporating a little bit more carbs in the morning before I go into my workouts, and that's definitely been helping me. I've preached and preached and preached the past couple weeks on these vlogs if you've been watching. That is why I switched from keto, low carb to the anabolic way of eating, because I was not seeing any progression on my lifts. I was zero energy, felt like death, and I need the carbs in my life. I actually should, and I know a lot of people that watch get on to me and send me messages over on Instagram. I should be eating more carbs than I am. I know. We're getting there, trying to figure all the things out. Definitely always a work in progress, 1% better each and every day. I never say that I am perfect. I'm never going to be perfect at anything, but I always love to share with you guys my experience, so that way anything that was like a total flop, you don't have to go through the same thing in hopes that you can just be on a good, like, really good set journey. You know what I mean? Actually even went down in weight on something, and I want to talk about that because I had a lot of people in the Zoom meeting for our shred, our program we've got going on. A lot of people asked about progressive overload and how do you know when it's time to up the weight or up the reps. For me, for the bicep exercises that I'm doing in here, and guys, it was hella crowded in here this morning. Like, every Monday is packed, and then the rest of the week it's sometimes a little crowded, but nothing like a Monday. Like, everybody comes in here on a Monday, which I'm here to see it. But as far as my bicep exercises, I went down on those today because I was just literally swinging the weight when I've been doing 25 pounds. When you're doing concentrated muscle groups like shoulders and biceps, honestly, you don't have to go so ham on the weight. You can actually do lighter weight and just higher reps, and you're really going to work that muscle and feel the mind muscle connection, pausing instead of just swinging a weight around and you're not even working that muscle. I was doing that with the bicep stuff the past couple weeks when I increased weight, so I lowered it back down, and I could definitely feel the burn, and my biceps felt like they were going to fall off my body, and I wasn't feeling that with the higher weight, is what I'm trying to say. So if you get to a weight and you feel like you can't feel the mind muscle connection, or you feel like you're just swinging the weight around, the weight will probably be too high for you. Go back down and just add some more reps to it until you get worked up to that next weight. And that's what I'm doing with the bicep stuff. That's what I'm doing with shoulders. I'm really concentrating on my form and concentrating on feeling the burn in that muscle group, because I want that muscle to grow. I don't want to be using other muscles to just get a weight up and not even working the muscle I'm trying to target. No ego lifting. I have to remind myself that all the time. I'm like, oh, we can up the weight, and then my form is trash. So make sure that your form is good. Make sure that you're feeling the actual movement. Make sure that you're pausing when you're doing shoulder work and bicep work, tricep work. You're really going to feel the burn, and you're really going to get that muscle growth when you keep working at it the proper way. But we went went up on back. Y'all know I'm like all about the back, and we went up on reps on the back today with the 155s. I brought my little 2.5 pound plate clip-on things that I clip on there, because it goes from 150, my cable machines, 150 to 170. I'm like, holy crap, we ain't even attempting that. Baby steps, y'all. So that's why those clips come in clutch, especially with dumbbells, going up on the dumbbells and hooking those on. I love those. I will try to link those because y'all ask all the time for me to link them, and they're always linked in my workout gear stuff and my stories on my Instagram profile. We are going to get our ratchet nails done. If you watched last week, I've been holding off. Got a secret. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag. If you follow me on Instagram from my old profile before it got hacked, you might remember what's going on around this spooky time of year, what I got planned. I'm so freaking stoked, like out of my mind. I can't even contain myself because it's coming up. I know I'm a hashtag nerd, but I love it. You guys love it. And I appreciate y'all for being the spooky bees here with me and just sharing the nerdness. I absolutely am obsessed. And I got to get my booty to the house because it's already 10:38. I haven't even gotten to the nail salon. That's probably gonna be an hour, and then I gotta eat. We have a ball game tonight, so I've got my cracked chicken. I have that here on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be putting that in the crock pot, but I gotta get my PEScience at home to put it in the crock pot so it's done in time. But it's okay if we're eating a little bit later because we have the ball game, so that actually works out in our favor today. So enough gabbing, energy's good. Feeling great. I hope you guys are starting out your week kick-ass. This is week 3 for my shred heads. Week 2 was such a downer for so many, so I hope and pray that week 3 the energy comes back, the motivation comes back, and you absolutely slay. I feel like everybody from week 2 absolutely slayed week 2. They were just feeling the feels, but they pushed through and they got it done, and I couldn't be more prouder as a coach. So let's go, shred heads. Week 3, you got this. Even if you're not in the program, guys, just keep at it. Showing up at this gym is the hardest thing. Going to your garage gym, putting on a YouTube video and doing a 20-minute like cardio exercise, going for a walk, that is the hardest part of this, is actually showing up. So if you're showing up and you're doing the damn thing, you are automatically a winner.
It is 1 o'clock. 3 hours later. Like, don't do this at home, kids. I know I have not been a good example as far as some days eating after my workouts, but it's all good. It's gonna pan out just fine. This is what we got for breakfast on deck all week. It's the same thing. I like to keep things as simple as possible. I meal prepped my protein pumpkin muffins yesterday, so I've got 2 of those. I have 14 grams total of the pumpkin spice latte by American Dream. So far, this one has not come back. I'm not sure if it's going to return, if they're going to do like another fall launch. They did something like that last year, so we shall see. I've got 152 grams of apples, 150 grams of liquid egg whites that I put that seasoning I showed you guys last week, that cheesy seasoning, and of course my protein coffee for the macros popping up. Got to get this food in, and then we are going to do the cracked chicken instead of doing it on low. Oh, and there's the spooky nails. We ready for October, right? Let's go. Instead of doing the cracked chicken on low, I'm going to do it on high. That way, like when we come back from the ball field, it should just be ready to go. And we've got to do the French fries in the air fryer for that. So that should pan out perfect. I was stressing for no reason. So that's what we're going to do. First off, we're going to eat. Inhaled. If you have not tried the pumpkin protein muffins, I don't know what you're doing. Y'all ask about meal prep videos all the time. I have a million in that high protein anabolic meal prep playlist. I will link it down below, and I'll link the individual video for the protein muffins. They're so good by themselves. You don't even need the nut butter on top. And if you cook them right, they come out not dry. I know, something protein that's not dry. Is it believable? I'm telling you, it can be if you make those. So good. What I do for my little hack is I keep them in the refrigerator and I put them in the microwave for about 40 to 50 seconds. You peel off those wrappers and they are just delicious, and they freeze well too. So if you want to like batch cook a bunch and put them in the freezer and pop them out, you can do that as well. It is 3:39. We are doing our third meal of the day, which is the best chicken salad. This is from Jessica Glenn. If you are an American Dream lover, you know her face because she's ads for American Dream, all the things. That's mainly what her Instagram is about, but she has thrown out a couple recipes, and this is one of them. And this is the second time I've made it. It's so good. It's got apples in it. It's got the low sugar cranberries, grapes. I just love that combo with like the fruit and the savory. Super good. And we've got a serving of the carrot chips for the macros popping up. This is a serving and a half is what I have plated today. Some days I'm having one serving, some days I'm having 1.5, 2 servings. It just depends on me meeting my calories and my protein goal. But we're going in with this, and we did get the cracked chicken in the crock pot, and it'll be done in about 3.5 hours. Back home from the game, we are doing the cracked chicken. As you can see, we've already been into it. So this is my portion with 8 ounces of fries. Y'all ask all the time, do you weigh things before or after? You can weigh things after, but I like to weigh things raw to be more accurate. So I've got 8 ounces weighed out raw first, cooked in the air fryer. Y'all always ask about the air fryer. It's linked in every video because y'all been asking so much. 1 serving of the cracked chicken, some green onions, and just 1 tablespoon of the Hidden Valley Ranch Light for the macros, popping up to end out our Monday, because we had our protein bar. I didn't show you guys. We had a Barrel protein bar at the game, dessert first for the games, and dinner last.
Good morning, happy Tuesday, happy day number, I was gonna say 2, 1 leg day of the week. Why are leg days feeling so good lately? I mean, I'm not complaining, I am here for it. Holy ish, today was such a killer workout. Was the ish heavy? Absolutely, it was super heavy, but I felt so good. Like, I don't feel like I've been worn out, whereas I was before we did our deload. Y'all know I was in a funk. I documented all that in the videos. If you haven't watched, go a few weeks back. Just feeling in a rut, feeling in a funk, feeling some kind of way. We have upped our carbs before we're doing our workouts, and that seems to be helping and giving me hella energy in the morning when I need it most. So I am happy about the changes and the results I'm seeing. Let's talk about deadlifts. So I've been progressing my way back up to 205. If you've been watching for a long period of time, we were doing 205, I don't know, a few months ago, and it was just too heavy because I hadn't gotten my form down, and I've really been trying to hone in and focus on form the past couple of months, and I'm starting to feel them much better, feeling the form, my muscle connection, all the things, and I feel like they're looking so good for me personally. Are they perfect? Never perfect. Like I said yesterday, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but I feel like night and day from when I started, and I can just feel it when I'm doing them as well. And we did 205 today. We did 3 reps. Now, set number 3 was a little rocky. I had a little, if you look at the footage, I had a little time trying to get it up, but we got it up, and the form I feel like looked good towards the end, and it didn't feel like I was sacrificing just to get the bar up. So I was happy with that, but I didn't push for a 4th set because I know, being that the 3rd set was a little rocky, we need to just do the heavier weight with just 3 sets instead of doing 4. So I am so pumped about that, because when I did 205 back when, I could barely get the bar up and I was struggling big time. And today it felt freaking fire, and I'm just so excited to keep progressing on those. That is one of the most exciting exercises for me personally, because it's new for me in this gym versus Planet Fitness. We don't have free bars over at Planet Fitness. You guys know that was one of the main reasons why I chose this gym, because it's the only gym around me that has the equipment that I need for my newfound goals, and I am just so excited to finally be feeling them and finally progressing where I want to on those. And I felt fierce, I feel like, because of today's fit. So y'all been asking a lot about the pieces I've been wearing. Y'all know that a lot of the pieces I wear from Amazon are a Rolla. We got that new Halter bra I've been obsessed with. I had that linked in last week's video. And a lot of pieces are from Buff Bunny, but Buff Bunny does launches where they put stuff out and then it goes away. And unfortunately, no, I don't have a code and I'm not affiliated with Buff Bunny. I wish I was an athlete with Buff Bunny, but today we have a Buff Bunny bra on. And then of course, Black Widow Yoga is all of the horror leggings that you see me guys wear. But let's talk about non-scale victories for a minute. I know I'm all over the place today, but a lot of things that I have been putting on the past couple weeks have been hella loose than what they were a couple of months ago. But it's interesting to me because I haven't gotten on the scale since the end of August. I haven't gotten on the scale all of September. This month I've just stopped because I'm just feeling so good and just so happy with everything that's going on body physique wise. I don't really need to be jumping on the scale all the time for me where I'm in maintenance right now. I may need to up my calories at some point, but the holidays are coming, so that's gonna happen whether I intentionally do it or not. So I'm kind of leaving it alone until maybe after the first of the year and just sticking to where we are. But everything is feeling so different from what it felt like a couple of months ago. So it's interesting to me. I'm like, is the scale down? Probably not. I tell you guys all the time, body recomposition is so for reals, where you are not necessarily seeing numbers go down on the scale, but you're feeling it in your clothes, you're seeing it in the mirror, and that is because you're losing body fat and you're replacing it with muscle, and hence why the scale is not moving, but you are making a difference for your overall physique and for your body. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket, we call the scale. You have to take the measurements, take the pictures, gauge how you feel, your clothes. And these Black Widow Yoga leggings, they were falling down the entire time. Like, they are so loosey-goosey, where I can tell you guys they were not like this when I first ordered them. And I put the pink pair on a couple weeks ago and they were the same way. I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, especially in the waist, like, I don't know, but it's mind-blowing to me how like this bra, for sure, y'all haven't seen me wear this bra because it was so tight. I could barely breathe in it. Now, granted, is it still a little snug? Yeah, but it feels way better than it did a few months ago while I was cutting, might I add, you guys. So I know that I'm heavier than what I was while I was in the shred in April, but we are feeling much different in our clothes. Crazy how the body works. So don't get discouraged by the scale, was this whole speech was about. Gauge how you feel, gauge the measurements, pictures, clothes, and you will just feel so much better about yourself, because that tells more about what's going on within your body than just the damn scale. Food's on repeat today. I'm at Dollar Tree Tuesday. If you're an OG, you know I'm at Dollar Tree. I'm gonna put my Michael Myers pump cover on top of all the other Michael Myers stuff, just looking super extra today, and go in there and get a few things for our spooky movie nights. Y'all know that's like going on until October, and I'm here for it. They have some awesome finds here on the cheap for when you're doing like a Halloween party for sure, or Christmas probably too. But dang, I was impressed with what we did last weekend for our party. And I did post a short, guys, here on YouTube of what I posted on TikTok, because a lot of you guys don't have TikTok and you want to see just a little snippet. So go and check that out and show that short some love, because that's not usually what I promote here on the videos and stuff. So if you want to see that stuff, make sure you're showing it love. So, you know, I keep posting it, because there's no point in posting here on this platform if nobody's watching it, you know what I mean? I know I have a lot of spooky bees here, so enough talking, enough gabbing. I know I'm like jacked on pre-workout, adrenaline, workout vibes. I hope you're having a kick-ass day. I hope you're kicking ass and taking names today and making today your BITCH. Let's get in here, let's get home, and let's fuel up. Instead of Taco Tuesday, we're switching things up, and I made Elise Ellis's Philly cheesesteak shells. Super good. We've made it a couple of times before. This is a serving weighed out for me. I'm not doing any bread. I have bread in the
air fryer for the boys, getting ready, but Trey is devouring this. He has been obsessed with all the things I've been making, which I'm loving, and Waylon's been my picky eater. And you would think it'd be the opposite with Trey with his nonverbal autism, coming from someone, if you've been with me for any amount of time, that only ate chips and queso the majority of his life. Now he will eat anything. He eats better than me. I'm so proud of the boy. But he is tearing it up, so I'm going in for the macros popping up for Taco Tuesday, but not Taco Tuesday's dinner. Philly cheesesteak shells for the win. If you haven't tried this one and you have Elise's meal planning app, it's easy to search. Just search Philly. She's got a ton of Philly like flavored stuff. But if you type in Philly, the Philly cheesesteak shells will pop up. And it's definitely a family hit with most, except for Waylon. I mean, this boy, help me. And in the night, it is 8 o'clock. We're doing the Bear Bells Creamy Crisp, 200 calories, 20 protein to end our Tuesday. We have a rest day tomorrow, but so far feeling amazing for this week. Let's keep this momentum flowing.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy day number 2, upper body day. Holy smokes. Let's talk about motivation, because I feel like so many people rely on motivation and it's the last thing that you should rely on. I had so much motivation to go to the gym. I was so excited to go to the gym today. Y'all saw all my carb goodness, had me freaking pumped and jacked with my pre-workout this morning. And I felt hella good on pull-ups, as you guys saw on the reverse grips on the clip. I was like, no, you've got one more in you. Like, I was gonna stop at 6 and I was like, no, let's crank out another. Let's get to 7. We did. It felt good. By the time the shoulder work has been my kryptonite lately. Holy ish, like the shoulder work just feels so hard, but that is where I am trying to really target. I feel like we've made major progress in that area with what we have been doing, but it does not, nothing feels easy, none of it. I tell you guys all the time, but I just feel like every week it feels heavier and heavier. I don't know what's going on. I'm picking up the same freaking weight. Why? But we freaking crushed it though, because we showed up, we walked through the door, so we're automatically winning. No matter what you do, guys, as long as you walk in that door and you do something, you are winning. versus the latter, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you didn't hit a PR, if you didn't go up in a rep, if you couldn't go up on your weight. You showed up and you put in the work. That is freaking amazing. Stop beating yourself up so much. Wear the damn clothes. I've been wearing the sports. I will tell you guys, the pink and the red for some reason is extra loosey-goosey than the gray or the beige and the black. Those fit tighter, which I like because, you know, we got the mom boobs and they are sagging. The gravity is not helping you, girl, at all. The red and the pink, I'm constantly adjusting. I will just let you know, maybe a smaller size in these colors might help me out. I don't know. I'm going to dry them and see if that helps. But I love this hot pink. It just came in and I just feel so good and so, like, I don't know, I've talked about it a million times. I just feel so empowered, and the feeling of not caring about what other people think and just being truly happy in your own skin and doing the things that bring you true joy, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So wear the shorts, wear the sports bra. Don't give a flying F about what anybody thinks, because they don't matter. At the end of the day, they don't matter, and who freaking cares? But going back to motivation, guys, I had so much motivation, but that did not get me through, is what I was trying to say. Like, I have to you always have to rely on discipline to get things done that you know needs to get done. If you are always relying on motivation, majority of the time, I promise you, the shit's not going to get done. Got to be disciplined. You've got to get your mind right. This is all mental, and you've got to get this fixed first, or in the right track. You never got to get your mind, I feel like, fully fixed, but you got to get it in the right direction, or else the physical and all the other things are not going to fall into place, and you're not going to get to your goals and where you want to be. So you've got to rely on that discipline. You know it needs to be done, all right? You know you've got to show up. You know you got to put in the work to see results. So quit making excuses, quit letting Bev get into your head, and quit relying just on motivation and inspiration. You've got to tap into your own inner beast and just follow through and get the shit done each and every day. Is it easy? No, it's never going to be easy. Does this just stop? Everybody asks me that. Why am I not still doing this? You have to continue working on yourself each and every day until they bury your ass into the ground. If you don't, you're just going to go back to square one, to old habits and old ways, and be in a worse position than you were when you started. Why would you ever do that when you've busted ass and you've worked so hard to get where you are? Think about all the pain, all the tears, the blood, the sweat, whatever that you're putting into all the things on your overall health journey. Why would you ever give all that up and rewind and go back to the beginning and be in a worse predicament than which you are? That is my motivation all the time. I remember distinctly how I felt when I was 230 pounds for the longest time. I have always been an overweight person, an overweight child. So I've only been in a healthy space the past 13, 14 years of my 40-year-old life, which is crazy when you look at it like that. But I am living life for me. I am living life to the fullest, and I am not taking the life that I've worked so hard for granted. I'm not taking, when I wake up in the morning, the breath that I take. God has gifted me another day. I am not going to let it go to waste. I'm not going to disappoint myself, my family, or anybody, and I'm going to keep doing what I know needs to be done. And guys, that's the mindset that you have to get the results. Not easy, but every day that you show up, every day that you work on your mental health, you're getting 1% better and 1% closer to your final destination goal. I just was thinking about that in the gym the entire time because I felt so freaking fire, like I was gonna fly away, and then all of a sudden I was like, woo, like reality check, the weights are hard, everything's hard, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, it was one of those days, but we got it done, felt good. I am gonna be switching up my workouts. A couple of you guys asked in the last vlog. I don't showcase every single clip. I wanted to showcase some things today, guys, but the gym was super packed, and this is a smaller gym, you guys know, and I'm trying not to film as much and be courteous of others, just because I know everybody doesn't want to be on social media for sure. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. I am going to be switching up all my workout splits next week, so I'm super excited about that. And the reason for that is I try to do the same exercises for about 8 to 12 weeks. I've been doing the same stuff. You guys are probably like, oh my gosh, thank God we're not seeing the same shit from her. Workout clips every week has been the same for months now, but there's a reason for that. I do 8 to to 12 weeks the same workouts and just focus on progressively overloading either on the weight or on the reps, and really trying to work that mind muscle connection and just to progress in those particular muscle groups. Now I'm going to be switching things up starting next week and doing another full different workout split for 12 weeks, and then we'll probably go back to this workout split that I've been doing and just keep flip-flopping like that. That way I'm working different muscle parts. As far as like your shoulder, there's different parts of the shoulder that you can work. Same thing for your back, all the things. So I'm going to be focusing on different parts for this next 12 weeks and then going back to these other ones. That way I'm working all the different parts of the muscle and really trying to morph and shape my body as much as I can for what I personally want for my goals. I'm excited because when you start something new, you don't necessarily want to flip-flop it all the time, guys, because you want to be able to focus on progressively overloading and really building that muscle. You could do the same exercises for years and never switch it up and just focus on progressive overload. But I like to do it, like I said, to focus on the different parts of the muscle, and it's just like fun. You want to keep it spicy, you want to keep it fun too, every once in a while. That way you're not getting the burnout, not getting bored, all the things. And that just has me like with new goals as far as chasing new progression on different exercises versus the ones that we've kind of like maxed out at 12 weeks. And it's just a little bit more fun and keeps things a little bit more entertaining when you are coming here all the time, like you should be. So I did, guys, let me show you. I packed some food. All right, I'm going to be showing you my Starbucks order. If you're an OG, you already know what it is, but I got a lot of newbies, so I want to make sure I showcase it. So I've got a Fairlife shake in here that is nice and cold, and this Redmond's like tumbler. It keeps the relight, keeps everything freaking cold as all hell. I'm here for it. I got 2 of the protein muffins. Ooh, I need to stop. I got nut butter. I'm about to like spill everywhere. I did weigh up my nut butter and put it in there. So I'm going to just have the shake, the protein muffins, and the nut butter instead of like the egg whites and stuff. The shake will replace the protein from that and any fruit. And then we're going to be doing a different lunch today because I ate all the damn chicken salad and I ran out of the light craisins, and I don't feel like getting those separately. I know, first world problems, but we're going to do an OG simple. I had all the ingredients, so why not? And I hit my protein goals. That's what I'm looking for lunch. Like, I really don't care. I'm just trying to hit my protein goals and get the nutrition in because we're trying to build that muscle. But we're going to eat this. I'm going to go to Starbucks right now, and then I got to go to Aldi and Sam's is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to be going to all the places. So I got to make sure I eat because y'all know it's been no bueno when I've been starving myself and get home like 4 hours later. So I'll see you guys at Starbucks. For my newbies, this is how you order. You say, I want 2 shots of blonde espresso over ice in a venti cup, add cinnamon powder to it. And this is what it looks like. And then you will add whatever shake that you want. I've got a Fairlife shake. It's 30 grams of protein and 150 calories. And pour it in, and it is delicious for a protein coffee on the go. If you can carry these when you travel, it's great to stop at Starbucks. You can get like the egg bites and stuff and really get a lot of protein in on the go. Is a little hack there. You can get other coffees as well. This is just like a protein hack for the Starbucks. And then I'll pop the macros for the coffee mixed with the protein muffins and the nut butter. 2:38, we're doing the cottage cheese taco bowl. I have been showing this to you guys for a while now. So we've got the Good Culture cottage cheese in there. We've got 6 ounces of 96% lean ground beef, just shy of 5 tablespoons because I just killed this Chi-Chi's restaurant style salsa. I have like a Target one I'm going to bust into tomorrow. And then as far as the chips go, I get this big pack from Amazon, the Tostitos baked ones. It's 110 calories a bag, and it's perfect portion for the macros popping up. Super high protein. You can definitely eat meals like this that are gonna help you reach your protein goal, and they're delicious, might I add. Always an easy win. Tonight's dinners is leftovers of the cracked chicken. I've got the 8 ounces of the air fried French fries. And if y'all are not using all these new McCormick seasonings from Sam's Club, like Kinder's, y'all know I love my Kinder's, but man, garlic Asiago for the win. I just bought the bacon, whatever, sweet bacon something. I'm going to test that out on fries and on all the things too. It sounds fire, but this is so good. Got the drizzle of the light ranch, and I did not forget the slice of bacon today for the macros popping up. I love this recipe. I need to start doubling it though, because just one batch does not make enough for our family of 4 because we all freaking love this. And I had to make the boys a different dinner tonight because there was only 1 serving left of the cracked chicken. But if I would have had more, was what I'm trying to say, they would have devoured it. So I need to start doubling it because it is so easy in the crock pot. It will freeze well too and thaw well.
and everybody loves it, so I got to get on that train. We are ending the night with 2 caramel rice cakes for 100 calories. We basically just needed some carbs to end the day, so that's what we're doing. A little shy from our 2,000 goal, but that's okay. We'll make up for it tomorrow, and this weekend it'll all fall into play. So we've got another leg day tomorrow, which the back squats, they've been killing me, so we shall see. And the hip thrust, loading that freaking bar is worse than actually doing the hip thrusts themselves. I mean, when we get to this new leg day schedule, I don't know if hip thrusts are going to be on the menu, just because I'm tired of loading that damn bar.
Lights they flicker and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pum pum pum. Ghostly figures, they can get so bitter. Show you want to enter, you can turn back now. You don't know where I've been. What's going on inside? Where the monsters like to come alive, come alive. Do you really wanna know me? I'm really not that cozy. It's up to you, so you decide, you decide. Could you love me up my words till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse, you know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd, I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just like it out. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. Na 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 na. Broken windows and a warning scribbled on my wall saying that you better turn around. Wouldn't be the first to try to burn me down. Your move, you do. Could you love me up my words till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse, you know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd, I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just like it out. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. Na 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 na. Na na na. To you. Could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just like inside. A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. My words till the coffin's in the dirt. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion. Could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted, I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house.
Good morning, happy Friday. Gonna make this short and sweet because it is almost 10:30. I have to pick up groceries, film them, and eat, and I have a call meeting at 12 o'clock, so I'm rushing. But let me tell you, holy-ish, leg day number 2, we finished freaking strong. I am feeling so freaking fierce right now. Back squats, we did them in a cage because we are doing the 2 45-pound plates, which to some probably seems light, but each of us are individualized, and to me that's hella heavy, and I'm gonna be there for a while before I, progress on weight on those. But I was super happy to be able to do 2 sets of 3. My second set I did 2 reps, but that's because my stance was off. Something was feeling funky on the bar and I didn't want to hurt myself, so I only did 2 reps for those. But the third set we did 3 reps and I felt good, so I'm looking forward to progressing on reps on those with the same weight for a while, being safe while in the cage. Had to get used to the cage a little bit though, because I'm not not used to it, so that kind of threw me for a loop, I think, the first set, but feeling good at the end and looking forward to that. I also did the Devils, which is the Bulgarian split squats. I told you guys I was going to switch up my workout split. Not legs really. I'm only going to swap out like 2 exercises for legs on each day and keep everything else the same because I am working towards certain goals with particular exercises, so I'm not really going to switch up the leg exercises, so sorry. They're still going to be a little bit boring. However, Bulgarian split squats, holy shit. The devil, and such a burn for your quads, for your hammies, for your glutes. Like, I feel like it hits all points of the legs, which is awesome. And you don't need to go super heavy with the Bulgarians. Like, at one point, I thought I had to go so freaking heavy with the Bulgarians, but then you wind up using other muscle groups to be able to get up and down, like your back and things like that. And you want to make sure that you're getting super low so you can feel it in all those muscle groups I just mentioned. And you don't have to necessarily have a ton of weight to get an effective burn on those. Y'all saw me do some drop set, just no weights, and they were killer. And I only did 15-pound little kettlebells today just to like get used to them, but shit, they were freaking hard. We're just gonna slowly progress on those and just keep at it. But damn, such a good workout today. Zero motivation. I had the worst sleep last night. My sleep has been on point. It has been so freaking fire. Not going to lie. Been loving the sleep, like sleeping like a rock, not getting up to use the bathroom. That is not like me. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. But last night, we had a rough night's sleep and I slept like shit. So that's why I did not feel like getting up this morning, zero motivation. But once we got in here, like, wow, just felt beast. And we freaking slayed and killed the week. So I hope that even if you wake up with zero motivation, discipline, like we talked about yesterday, is going to get it done. Going to walk your ass to the gym, to your garage gym, to your walk, to the treadmill, wherever. And then you follow through and get it done, and you feel so much better after it's done. No one's left a workout saying, man, I wish I didn't show up. Always feel better than what you did when you first got there. So I'm going to go do all my running, scramble, crunch time, rush, 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 always. Same food on repeat. You guys saw the rice cakes this morning with the banana and the honey and the cinnamon and the Redmond salt is just so freaking good. And we're just gonna eat the same taco bowl, since we have ingredients for that, since we ate all the damn chicken salad. I need to make a double batch next time. Wasn't thinking when I was prepping. And leftovers. So, I mean, Fridays are boring, but effective, and finishing the week strong is always a win.
Friday night's dinner, meal number 4, is the leftover of the Philly cheesesteak shells. As you can see, we pretty much went through it. It is a favorite from Elise Ellis. But what I want to talk about that I showed y'all for breakfast, I had the same lunch taco bowl, is this McCormick sweet onion bacon all-purpose seasoning. I got it from Sam's Club, y'all. Put this on your egg whites and thank me later. Next level. Like, I thought the garlic Asiago was fire in egg whites. It is, but this, holy ish, it is so good. It would be so good on green beans. It would be so good on air fried French fries, and I'm gonna use it on all the things. So McCormick freaking coming through from Sam's Club. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for the great seasonings, and I'm gonna wolf this down because on leg days, y'all know I'm like extra hungry. Surprise, surprise, we're ending the night with a protein bar, but this is the new Built Chunk cookies and cream puff. It's still available on their website. I am filming this on Friday. You guys are seeing this on Monday. Check, my code NBURGGESS will work. Once it's gone, these things are gone for a while. And this is hands down my #1 flavor now. I like the snickerdoodle chunk puff, the cookie dough chunk puff. Any of them basically that are puffs with chunks, they are winners. And I love this one. 160 calories, 15 grams of protein. It tastes so good. So between these and the Bear Bells and the Fit Crunch, my current jam. Just an easy way to get some protein in, but feel like you're eating something sweet. Satisfy that sweet tooth is what I'm all about. To wrap out this week was a awesome week of training, awesome week of eating, and just overall a great week. I mean, we had feels, zero motivation lots of times, but we can't complain. I'll talk with you guys in just a second for more. So it's the next day. That is Crusher, if you're wondering. I have all the skellies are named.
sitting on the bench next to him. I had to put my pumpkin down here on the ground so I could sit with you guys because the sun is crazy. But I wanted to talk real quick and end the video with the non-scale victories we've been talking about all week. I have not gotten on the scale since the end of August. It's basically October 1st now. I got on the scale this morning just because I felt so freaking good. I love what I'm seeing in the mirror. I felt so lean, and we are still within 4 pounds of our cut weight that we ended back in May with, the end of May, which is what we want when we're in maintenance. You want to stay between 3 to 5 pounds in that little bubble, and I know I have been, but just wanted to check in and curious to see what it says. I'm not jumping on it every day. I haven't jumped on it in over a month, so I am right where I want to be, just chasing strong AF and just feeling good in my own skin and getting this body recomp going, gaining as much muscle as I possibly can. For the holidays, I'm probably going to be in a little bit of a surplus just because it is the holidays, and I'm not going to stress about the holidays as much. Still going to be tracking and doing all the things during the regular days, but you know what I mean. So we could definitely go harder and try to build a little bit more muscle while we got a little bit of extra fuel. That is the plan up until the beginning of the new year. So non-scale victories are important. I'm seeing so many people in the shred program having them as well, like fitting in clothes they haven't fit in ever before, and they're like, oh, I only lost this, or I didn't have a loss, but I'm able to fit into this outfit I haven't been able to in years. So you have to put your eggs in everything other than just the scale. You can't just have them in one thing. You have to look at the overall picture, and you have to trust in the process. In other news, I just wanted to let you guys know at the end of this video that you won't be seeing a full week of eating from me for a while. For the next 2 weeks or so, you'll only be seeing full days of eating. I'll still have a Monday video, of course, but it's only going to be like a full day video because on the Sunday, the 8th, I think it is, my sister and I, we will be leaving early. Our flight is at 5:30. Lord help us. I have to get up at like 2 in the morning. We are leaving to go to Salem, Massachusetts. Yes, you heard me right. The witchy Salem. We have never been, and it's the farthest north both her and I have ever been. So we are so freaking pumped, jazzed, and excited, as you can imagine, because I mean, this is my life all year long, so I cannot wait. But I wanted to mention it just so you don't have like any question marks on why the full days of eating aren't going to be coming the week after. Same thing, because we're not coming back until like Wednesday night, so I won't be filming anything until possibly Thursday, Friday. So there's that. If you have been to Salem and you have any like must-dos, I think we pretty much have like the list of all the attractions and things we have to see and do. But like restaurants or any like hidden gems I need to know about, leave them in the comments down below. I appreciate it so much because, again, this is somewhere I've never visited before, so I'm doing all my research. Y'all know how I am. I'm a planner and have to do things like crazy, but I can always learn from you guys as far as experience, been there, done that, and local. So please let me know down below. If you enjoyed this week's video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. That helps me out so much, and I appreciate you taking the time to do so. Don't forget to make sure to subscribe if you are new. I'd love to have you a part of the fam. And I hope this video was inspirational to you, motivational to you, and I hope you learned something, got something out of it. That's what they're for, and we will see you in next week's full day of eating. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok because that's where all the behind the scenes of our Salem trip is going to be, and I know you don't want to miss out on that, and I love showing you what we're doing behind the scenes without necessarily making a full dedicated video and not being in the moment. So follow me on other platforms, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.